This rift right here is how the balloons came into the monkey universe. Welcome to the Rift in the Universe custom map made by Xiper666, and there's the code for you in order to copy and paste for yourself in order for you to be able to play this map for yourself. So we are doing a 2 megapops with Sauda. Yes, we've done it before, and we've covered Sauda multiple times throughout the channel, but Sauda is one of the best heroes to put down if you are new to the game. Like, if you've gone into the game, like you've not gone that far when it comes to progression and that sort of that stuff, and you're looking for a hero to just put down and do a lot of pops and not have to worry too much about like different immunities or resistances that certain balloon types have, then Sauda is the hero for you. First order of business is to place an alchemist down so that we can have more of a likely chance of popping lead balloons when they appear on round 28. This is a really great map to look at. I love the fact that the fire is literally tearing the reality from unreality in this case, being the border between being possible and the impossible becoming possible. Nah, that's too close to the exit there. When shall we put our swords down? There we go. That's that, and put you back on first. So put it on strong so that it'll target the pinks rather than the frontmost balloons there. Level 5, Sauda can now attack faster than usual. We have Berserker Brew up and running, which means on occasions our attacks will be more powerful. And with the acidic mixture div, we'll be able to pop leads without needing to solely rely on the leaping sword slam attack. Round 28, our first set of leads here, but we are more than prepared in order to deal with all of you, and that was very good. The acidic mixture dip stayed up all of our time there, which we can't solely rely on in order to effectively pop these, because there are going to be times where we can't pop them with our default attack. Look, there we go, then and there. So let's put that over there, and then hope, yep, there we go. The following round, some of the balloons will be caught by the chains that are slammed onto the ground. Jungle Drums is up and running on this village. We are going to have 2 villages at some point. This one's going to be primarily benefiting Sauda, and then the other one is going to be we're going to bet on this, benefiting 2 particular glue gunners, which we're going to have down. Number 1 is going to be a Relentless Glue, and the other one is going to be a Glue Storm with bottom cross pathing. Okay, Sauda is kind of cleaning things up now, which is very nice. On round 39, we're able to deal with all of this. Let's slam this down so that the slam itself does damage, and then Sauda is able to clean up the rest, hopefully. Oh, that's too close to comfort there, so we may need to do a bit of fettling with Sauda's timing on when she uses her ability. Can I do something else, like a glue gun of sorts? Let's see. Can we get more glue? Yes, we can. That's good. Okay, so let's do that instead. Actually, let's use that to slow that down, and then yeah, some of the balloons got caught in the tailwind there. The backmost ones got caught in Sauda's range there before they were able to escape. The universe is an indescribable sized behemoth that everything and anything dwells within. And it's such a mystery that we as people living on Earth know more about space than we do about the bottom of our oceans. Like, the universe is such a huge, mysterious, vast place in which everything and anything resides in. Planets, nebulas, stars, meteors, everything and anything that you can think of exists within this thing that we have called the universe. And it is still at an only observable size at this point in time. Like, when we try and estimate the size of the universe, it is only within our observable confines, actually. So who knows how much bigger the universe actually is out there, and how much the Big Bang has expanded up until this point and stuff like that. Seeing everything around us, like when you have a nice night sky which has nothing else to it, it is such a splendor, seeing all those little dots in the skies. And those little dots, oh, we should get radar scanner for this. Those little dots are stars. Stars which are most likely bigger than the nearest star to us, which we call the sun. There are so many. And there are stars out there which are the size of over 1,000 of our own suns, which is huge. You think the sun is huge, you think the earth is huge, sorry. And then think about other objects within space that is just so indescribably big. And then they're all part of these other things like superclusters. And inside superclusters there are clusters. And clusters have many galaxies within them. Space is such an indescribable thing that we cannot comprehend how big and how vast it is. And if we're possible to have life, then what are the chances that within some other galaxy, within some other part of the universe, could have life itself as well? A species similar to ours, or if not, far technologically superior or far technologically inferior to our own. And do they also have a same means of us as to do something like this, which is play games and record our experiences of all that stuff? It's such a mystery, the universe is. Just learning about planets is one thing, but learning about other things like other galaxies out there, the Andromeda galaxy, everything else involved, nebulas, there were dark matter itself, possibly. It's such a huge thing that we cannot truly comprehend on how big it is. Our first BFB of the day, round 60. So we're going to be using the snowstorm when it gets within range of Sauda, because balloon bleeds. Sauda pops through 3 layers of balloons with each strike and causes a slow damage over time effect. That's good. The bleeding effect is very good. However, the level in which we really need to utilize every bit of slow, immobilization, anything like that, is level 11. Glue enables balloons to be slowed down. The ice tower enables balloons to slow down. And this relentless glue is stunning and stalling and mobilizing balloons, or whichever one fits the bill for that particular effect sphere. Sauda is a hero that fully utilizes stuns and does bonus damage to them, which is awesome. Round 63. It's going to be a little bit of a turbulent one. That's the first one, which is good, although we're not going to be able to keep that up forever. So let's see. Use the snowstorm while the huge wave of ceramics are inside Sauda's is a range air. Then use sword charge to clear up the final wave of ceramics air. Sauda is very good for this round, but she is only good for this round if you're able to put her in a spot where she can attack a single balloon multiple times. Okay, there we go. Locked in chains. Very good. Okay, the plan is to get 4 balloon sabotages onto the field so that we can have a 100% uptime on the slow effect. I don't think it is actually necessarily something that benefits Sauda. It's got to be actually applied to the balloon as in an effect itself, and not a global thing which affects everything on the screen. So with glue, that is slowed / immobilized in this case, but with ninjas, you're just telling every balloon to slow down without actually applying anything to them. It's just telling them to say, hey, you gotta stop moving a little bit, okay? You gotta just slow down there. Rather than going 60 miles an hour, you're going 30. From all the times going on, I would say that the Jiangshi skin of Sauda is becoming more my favorite out of the 3. I think the other 2 are always talked about and always, I don't know, simped over. But I honestly really appreciate the non-energetic vibes that Jiangshi does, and with the occasional dark humor in there as well. You could probably do a challenge where you can only build inside the rift on this particular map, like a chimp's run, but you can only place towers inside the rift itself, and you can't place anything outside. And I'd say there are definitely a lot of spots in where you can place down a tower here, which fully utilizes the map in a way, really. Like, you don't have to have like towers on the outside, but the only reason why I'm doing it is, well, because of a 2 mega pop scenario. I kind of want only sort of to pop balloons, although this alchemist keeps hitting the Mo class balloons, which is annoying. I'm just gonna say this ice tower realistically should have melted by now because of these flames, but it's really keeping its own there at the very back of the track, in between realities, in between the reality that exists and the unreality that should not exist. Okay, balloon sabo time, snowstorm time. This will be an absolute 0 at some point, but just not right now. There we go. Keep on doing that. Excellent. And slow that down. Oh, come on, come on. No, those zebras are annoying. Hold on. 75. Oh, I really wanted that to last for 3 rounds. Or last into 3 rounds, should I say. So you activate her leaping ability at the end of round 75. It pops all of round 76, and then it starts on round 77 as well. Sorry, I meant charge. And we have 4 balloon sabos now, so we should have 100% uptime, but then again, that also depends on if balloons have been popped previously or not. Oh dear, this is a little bit hectic right about now, which I'm not a huge fan of. Round 78, so let's just use the charge ability then and there, so we don't have to worry about those ceramics. And that's round 78 cleared up. Excellent. Round 79 is going to present to us regrow issues, but hopefully with a combination of Saudas's very powerful attacks and the relentless glue keeping them at bay, hopefully they should not be able to get past our defenses here. Balloon Sabo, which I should have down at all times, since I can actually do that. But then again, I've got to look at different parts of the screen in order to see where my balloon sabos are and see if it still has that green gas around them. Oh, dearie me. This is a really tight round here. Trying to fully utilize Saudas's extra strength when a balloon is slowed down or immobilized, but that's not always going to be the case. Let's see. Put that on strong, actually, so that you are pinning down on the fortified BFBs there, and the round should be done dusted. That one being slowed is quite nice, and there we go. That's round 80 commencing. Let's see. There we go. Now put balloon stab on top so that this has more times on the chains themselves. So what else can we do now? What else can we do to help us along? I'm thinking of a glue strike so that we can do extra damage. Gonna do that, gonna do that, gonna do this. Going to slow it down again. I should have done all that in a different order, really. And the yellow glue's not showing up, so there's gotta be some priority with the glues here. Like, if they're not relentless glued, then they can be glue striked. But if they are relentless glued, then they cannot be glue striked. Or popping BFBs, which are not even in the range of Sauda. That's brilliant. With a combination of all of these different kind of abilities on the track, it means we can do all that more extra damage and keep them in the same area so that they have more time over the chains. I know I've said this multiple times, but it's just such a powerful thing that Sauda has, doing extra damage to balloons which have an effect on them of some kind. And I think it probably is only not apparent when a balloon is taking continuous damage, like Sauda's slow damage over time with her balloon bleed level, or being in flames or something along those lines. Leave sword on the strongest balloons back there so that they can all transform into blue Moabs. The only thing more scary than a regular Moab is one that is imitating a Moab Mole missile. As they say, if you can't beat them, join them. There we go. That is excellent. And because of how they're so slow, it means our abilities can have time to recharge. So going back to the topic of the universe and everything like that, how many different things do you think there are out there that we don't know about the universe? Like, there are things we do know about the universe and all of the objects that reside within it, mostly, but how many things do you think are out there which we have no idea that are out there, such as other forms of life? Like, I don't want to start a really controversial subject, but I would rather believe that there is another kind of life out there rather than believe in some kind of omnipotent being in which we have talked about for thousands of years through books and different events that have happened throughout history and stuff like that. And it's also I said also twice there, a third time, one of the biggest, if not the biggest factors towards why people go to war with one another. I don't want to say it, you know what it is, but it is something that provides people inner peace, but with the wrong motives, it also provides people with the motives to go to war and stuff like that, which is horrible in a way, because you have a belief and that belief doesn't agree with someone else's belief, so therefore you've got to eradicate them from existence. And at the end of the day, we're all human. We all have the same origins of how we got into life at first, so we're all not that different at the end of the day. It's how we perceive things. That is what makes us different as people. How we perceive things, how we look at things, how we judge something. So one person's easy is another person's hard. One person's hard is another person's easy. When it comes to difficulty of certain things, like, let's say with this game, for example, I am of the firm believer that the in the loop vortex event that we have had last week / this week, whenever you're watching this, is one of the hardest events we have ever had. Vortex's 190% speed is an absolute menace, and looking throughout the map, there is just no way in which you can put a paragon and it's completely safe from Vortex's stuns. Like, there isn't a single spot on the map which is completely stun proof, and that is part of the reason why, or actually the main reason why, Vortex, I believe, is the most difficult boss throughout the entire game. I always think it's not how... Sorry, let me go back to the beginning there. It's not the fact that it's difficult that is annoying, it's how something is difficult that is annoying. And to me, denying my balloons being able to attack, stunning them, and going super duper fast as a boss itself, yeah, it's really annoying, Vortexes. It is a very interesting boss. I wouldn't say it is unfair or anything like that, but with the conditions that it sets, it is unfair in some cases. But in its nature, it doesn't produce other kinds of balloons, like say with Balloonarias, with Lich, with Dread Balloon, and it doesn't manipulate their spawn point like with Phase. But Phase is what I think is the right kind of difficult, where it manipulates the reality around you, kind of like with this map. This could also be the spawn point of Phase into reality and stuff like that. Like, Phase is a product of something that shouldn't be, but is. We're coming up to round 90 now, which means the introduction of DDTs to this scenario. And when there are DDTs, oh dearie me, it could be bad. So let's just use a glue strike so we can do extra damage. Once again, I still think that the ability does not stack with Relentless Glue. Perhaps with regular balloons, but not big balloons like the ones at the back there. Let's use that back there. Let's use all of our abilities that we have to do all of the damage that we can. Let's use that ability to clear up some of the masses of these balloons, although right now things are not looking too good with some of these approaching near this point of the map over here, which is not good on their second time around, because once they enter here then they can go down there, and then we have very little chance of stopping them in there, because Sauda's length is very limited. But if you do enter it, be prepared to enter hell. Oh, I forgot, we can now have Glue Storm. Now, there is one more tower that I'm after. A tower in which I cannot pronounce to save my life. Oh, they're starting to make their way quite far into the map. Oh, I can't see because I accidentally clicked that ninja there. So yeah, when you can't see them, there's a little bit of a panic because they could be at the end of a track for all we know. So, the combination of Glue Storm along with a permafrost effect from our absolute zero abilities means that they are slowed down to a crawl. Let's see now. Doing this, Glue Storm them, do that. What if it's because we don't have we do have camo detection on this, so it's not like it can't actually pop them. Very bizarre, to say the least. Oh, I'd rather prefer that was down there, to be honest. But we'll just take it as it is. Take it on the chin and then move on. Learn from our lessons. If I remember that this is a lesson to be learnt from, that is. Uh-oh, they're making their way to the back here. That's not good. So one of them slightly appeared to the right there, which we don't want. And I don't want to fail this, of course, because it means we have to do this again. I think one of the plans in the future from Ninja Kiwi is to be able to add custom maps to the challenge editor, which would actually expand the advanced challenges out a huge amount, like a gigantic amount of challenges that can be possibly created because of the fact that you can implement a custom map into a challenge editor. Like, that would be huge if that can be done. Oh, I'm not going to chance that. I should not have used Sauda's ability there. Right, that clears up round 94. That was much more successful this time than it was the previous time. But we do have a bit of an annoyance that's coming up right now. Round 95. Many DDTs to deal with. And I'm not looking forward to it. But we are going to give it a good old college try. Let's see. Freeze those quickly. Glue Storm. Going to do that, which I did it in a spot which I don't like. Come on, let's keep on doing this. Let's use an absolute freeze again. Thank you. Excellent. Oh, all these DDTs going down is really cool. Okay, last DDT dealt with, I think. I can't tell where they are. Okay, I think there's only a few more regrow balloons on the screen here. Like, such an odd thing that Ninja Kiwi added to the DDTs is innards, like regrow balloons. Like, imagine, and I'm going to say this right now, imagine if a fortified regrow ceramic that spawned from a DDT can regrow into a DDT. That would be evil. That would be like the most evil thing that Ninja Kiwi could possibly add into the game. And I think we would all either love it or hate it. Round 96, things are getting incredibly hectic now. Like, there is no going back now. There is no escape from this horror that we have in front of us here. Glue Storm again. Keep on overclocking whenever you can. Keep on going. Just leap on the ZMGs at the back there so they can get some initial damage going. Sabo again. Freeze with balloons. Glue Storm again. It's such a nice, neat of life change that Ninja Kiwi did for that, so that the Glue Storm can actually hit the Merle class balloons regardless of the cross pathing and upgrades, rather than just relying on the corrosive glue aspect of it. There we go. Okay, overclock that. Lovely. Yeah, just keep using our abilities. Like, that is our most important thing what we can do right now. Using abilities stalling them, stunning them, hoping that they don't escape, although some of them are making it to the very back. No, I'm not taking that. That single ceramic is going to give me a heart attack. When you have this many things going on the screen at any given point in time, it's rather disorientating and difficult to keep track of where everything is on the screen. Is that okay? Hoping that it is. But at the same time, I don't know. Oh, no. I'm going to keep my cursor over the settings button just in case they do make their way. But there seems to be a better sorry about that. A better attempt at this round. That's what I was trying to say. But I kept stumbling over my own words there. Round 96 is done. Excellent. Okay, so what am I thinking of here? I want to slow these down as much as possible. Freeze them, do all that jazz, hoping that they take extra damage. Like, there are two sources of extra damage at play. Number one is the glue storm itself, and number two is Sauda on slowed, immobilized balloons. So we have two means of Sauda doing extra damage against the balloons themselves, which is awesome, because these fortified DDTs are no joke. Actually, going to do that as well because we can. It's going to take a while before we really need it in the round. I'm going. Okay, slam that down again. Please just stay. Stay. Okay, slow those down. Okay, do that. Keep using our abilities here and there whenever we can, and hope that ceramics don't escape. Okay, they're going to be a little bit of a frightening aspect to try and deal with on this round. Oh, they're making their way up there. Oh, dear me, I hope we can do this. Thank you. Round 98. This is the horror round, if I do say so myself. This is a round in which separates the men from the slightly smaller men. Keep on going. Okay, freeze those. I should really freeze those when they're in the range of Sauda so that she has something to attack while they are in the absolute zero's effect there. Just gonna put you on the ZMGs temporarily. That's good. Come on now. We can do this. We don't have the RBE per balloon like we have with the fortified ZMG, but it's just the sheer number of them that's more terrifying than anything else. Pierce is a factor in all of this. And don't take that the wrong way as well, you dirty viewers. Some of you are anyways. Uh-oh. I'm not taking that chance. Oh, come off it. Really? A zebra balloon of all things? I press fast forward one moment and then they just suddenly go to the exit. You know, it's been a very good attempt. I really wanted to do this as well, but I honestly don't think we can do this. Like, we'll probably have to put all our money into Sauda after, I don't know, sacrificing one of these particular towers, like probably not going through a balloon sabo route and then being able to put that money then into Sauda so that she can actually attack faster and stuff like that. But for me, this is going to be where the video ends here, because I honestly do not want to try and do this again with Sauda. Like, she is a very good hero, but she, for me, with my capabilities, she's not good enough for this map. Or I'm not good enough with her for this map. But it's a beautiful map nonetheless, and it's a really disturbing map with the break of reality and the warp hole here being as a means to transfer the unreality into the reality. Who knows what kind of demonic entities live inside this portal here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you've not done so already. This map is made by Xiper666, and there's the code there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, everybody.